doctor.
Those kids are devils incarnate, huh? I tried everything. Everything, but nothing I tried. Kids. Kids. That's it.
What are we going to talk about, sir?
About life. Survival. Love. Death. Sex. Marriage.
With love.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
Friday night, I had a backyard movie night, and well, James, you got the invite, and I was showing Young Frankenstein, and if friends came over, and we were all, and it was enjoying the movie, and all of a sudden my speaker went power off, and I was like, what the hell? Because the night before I did a test run and everything went great. And then my speaker started powering off every 5 minutes. We timed it. It was 5 minutes. So we finally just gave up on watching Young Frankenstein, which I was so bummed about. But everybody was so sweet about it. And we had a wonderful time visiting the backyard. It was really nice. The weather was nice. And we had
made the most out of it. Yeah.
We had a fun time. But there were 10 of us out there just like, oh God. And I'm like, y'all, I'm so sorry. I was the one that was pissed. Everybody else is fine. So, okay. And having said that, hey, everybody, welcome to HYSTO number 250. This is episode 250, Keith.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm Jay Bullington. And
I'm Keith Carcino.
And we are joined by our dear good friend, James Huddleson. James, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Nice to have some time off and be able to just kind of relax and enjoy the nice green pastures out there towards where I'm, or at least green area where I'm at.
It's green
here. Summer
here in Austin. We're pretty green right now. The rain we had, it looks really good. Yeah, yeah. What's it like there where you are, Keith?
We are
in that horrible place, Lima, Peru, where it's so unpleasant.
Pacific Ocean is everywhere. It's so annoying, man. The sound of the waves. It's just no. But we are entering like the gray season, where near the coast, at least, it's very muggy and overcast, and it will stay like this for most of the winter. So we're about to enter winter right now, and winter here is like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not.
Oh,
it's not
you poor thing.
I know it's a warm climate here.
Yeah, they're on the beach. Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
So
it's
sorry
rough,
for you,
man.
Keith.
I'm roughing it. I know. Save me.
Okay, let's talk about what's new, guys. James, what's been entertaining you lately? What have you been watching?
Well, on Friday, ironically, I went to go see with one of my best friends. We went to go see The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Okay. What'd you think?
I liked it. I mean, I think that it was. I think some people had the same expectations. They're expecting the same kind of Miranda, and they're expecting. But I mean, this is everybody 20 years later.
Yeah.
Was she not as cutthroat or?
Oh yeah, she is.
I mean, she's still Miranda. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one thing that really kind of made it realize was she always had faith in Andy, because she would not have done all those extreme tasks, especially the Harry Potter book. I even wonder if in the first one, if she would have even fired her. After all the attempts that she did. I don't know if she would have fired her, but I still think Andy would have probably still got that done, even without Mr. Eyebrow Guy in that movie.
Mr. Eyebrow Guy.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just a love letter to the fans almost, because there are so many fun little Easter egg things. Like, did you notice the belts?
I showed that to my friend Jill. I was saying this because she missed. I was like, you missed the two parts, the belts in there, and especially the cerulean sweater.
Yes.
I will say though, it did not get going until they went to Italy. I'm not giving too much away, but I feel like it really didn't really take off until they went to Italy.
It was. I thought I enjoyed it, but it really got going at that point. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But
it went from good. It went from good to kind of. Then it
elevated. Yeah, I agree.
And then I also watched. Let's see. I watched an old animated movie, a 1983 Canadian animated movie called Rock and Rule. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh, yes.
It's
oh my God, I haven't seen that in ages.
It's got if you really want to get into the nostalgia bait of it, I mean, it's got music by Debbie Harry, Cheap Trick, Earth, Wind and Fire. I
forgot about that movie.
It's it's kind of a dystopian animated movie where the only things that survive were cats, dogs, and rats. Although there was a pig in the movie, so I guess it was at a plot hole or something. But there was a pig that survived. And it's about this big music guy, Mock, and his music sales are going. So he wants to summon a demon from there, and he's got to find that voice to summon it up, and then that will increase his record sales. And I would say it's got a lot of plot holes, but I think it's still fun. I mean, if you wanted to have a nice little nostalgia base, especially for the 80s, I would recommend Rock and Roll.
This was from what is that? The animation company that did this. I can't think of the name, but they did a lot of really cool, fun stuff. Oh shoot, I can't think of the company. And the director, I'm looking at the director's
Clyde
name.
Smith.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. But I can't, anyway.
And Lou Reed, also music by Lou Reed.
Oh,
also.
yes. Oh, man, this came out in 83. And I remember going to the movies to see this when it came out. It was really fun. But I can't think of the company's name. But anyway, they did a lot of animation. This is one of their good ones. I enjoyed it. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it was fun. As I said, I admit that there was probably not the most coherent storyline. I mean, it didn't really do very well if I remember correctly, it had terrible marketing, and it just kind of just bombed at the box office, but it kind of found a good cult status.
It did. It finally did. It's funny. They designed it for Americans. Because they're not. I think they were British, but it did well everywhere but America. It just didn't. They couldn't get the right vibe. It just didn't feel American. Do you know what I mean? It felt like a Japanese movie or something that was about America. It was kind of
what is that? Was that the same year that The Secret of NIMH came out?
It might have been. I kind
of wonder. I think back then it was
around that time.
Yeah, I think it was maybe they were maybe thinking, oh well, one big animated movie a year, and maybe this was just not that one. And it was not exactly for kids either. So
no, it wasn't. And that was that company did movies. Like they did a movie called Heavy Metal that did really well, and I love that movie.
I love that one. I watch at least once a year. That might be a good future podcast one.
Absolutely. Yeah. Keith, have you seen Heavy Metal?
No.
There we go, James. There we go. Okay, write it down.
Add it to the list.
Okay. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. Anything else, James, that's new?
Let's see. Oh, well, yesterday, I guess I can go ahead and say this. I celebrated 15 years of sobriety.
Congratulations!
Wow.
Yes, James, that's awesome.
15 years?
Yes.
Wow, that
James,
is huge.
I'm so proud of you, my friend. That's awesome.
That is, wow. That's
hard to believe that. I've been sober so long, I could have had a kid starting high school, or at least been sophomore year.
That's another way to look at it.
Don't worry, Frankie, you're the only kid I have.
I was going to say, you have a kid right there.
That is something right there.
My kids are in the backyard over here. So. James, that is awesome.
Thanks
for sharing that with us.
Very
That's
cool,
so
very
cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Man, I'm so happy for you. Okay, Keith. Well, there's no way you can top that. But what's new for you?
Well, I am celebrating 1 day of sobriety.
Wow!
I know.
I can't believe
That's
you
awesome.
did that.
Not as proud as James is, but I have been into but the last 2 months. Survivor season 50,
Yes.
50.
I see it advertised sometimes, and every time I see it, I think of you. I think of you and Liza. I think of
I've
y'all.
been really big into it. I've been on it. It's the biggest season ever. It's the 50th season. It's been
They're
on for
talking about it a lot.
25 years. They
Wow.
started with more
You old
contestants than ever. 24 contestants to begin. All of them are returnees. They've all some of them have won. Some of them have played 3 or 4 times. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to it every Wednesday night. But I usually wait till Thursday because I can't watch it because it comes on kind of late on during the weekday, and the TV in my living room is facing my daughter's door, and Chris refuses to sleep with the door closed, so the door has to stay open. Otherwise, she just cannot sleep. It's weird. I don't know, but so I'll usually wait till the next day to stream it, and I'll watch it the next day, which is perfully fine.
Well, that's fine. Yeah,
It's a lot of fun. I still get to see it. So I haven't. I mean, other than that, I've been playing a lot of sports, a lot of we played a card game, our monthly card game every month. A bunch of us from the school will get together and play. And we've been hosting this year. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying it very much. The time before last, there was 9 people playing, and this is Texas No Limit Hold'em poker. I was down there. There were 8 players left. I was down to my final chip. I had one singular chip left, and I came back and won the whole thing. I'm really proud of that.
Congratulations!
I know, man, unbelievable. People really be like, I cannot believe that you were able to do that. But it not only, I mean, it was a lot of luck, I will admit, but I'm very proud that I was able to pull off such an incredible feat. So, yeah, that's what's been kind of entertaining me lately. How about you, Jay? What's up with you? Anything new?
Well, I am still listening to this book, Hollywood and the Movies of the 50s.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah, okay.
This book is 38 hours long, so I'm still listening to it.
Unbelievable,
I've got about 13 hours left, I think.
Okay.
Now we've gotten up. It's written by Foster Hirsch, and he's also narrating it. I'm listening on Audible. And oh my gosh, we got up to now we're talking. He just finished talking about homosexuality in Hollywood in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm listening to the section about the communist witch hunt that was so huge in the 50s. Such a big deal. It's fascinating. It's just if you like Hollywood. Oh, James, you would really enjoy this. I think it's really interesting.
Which a communist, like they're looking for people who are affiliated with Russian propaganda and those kinds of things.
The commies.
Really?
Oh, they were after him. It was a big deal. And they named 10 people. A lot of them were writers who were because people had signed up as the Communist Party because they didn't like how things were going, with politics. But it became a witch hunt in the 50s. And McCarthy, this guy, he was just after everybody until finally he got brought down, but it took forever. It's a fascinating story. It's really, it's so funny. And listening to this book about the 50s, I really noticed that people think that the 50s were this innocent time where nothing was happening. It's all, everything happened in the 60s and the 70s. No, the 50s, there was a lot going on. A lot of turmoil and a lot of things. It was really interesting. It's fascinating. Okay, and then
correct me if I'm wrong, but I was going to say, wasn't Ilya Kazan?
Yes.
Wasn't? Yes, that's kind of what kind of put him on the list,
the black list.
Yeah.
The actress Lee Grant. Lee Grant refused to testify against her husband. And so she was blacklisted and her career was just starting to take off, and then nobody would hire her.
That sucks.
And luckily, people got over that crap, and she did win an Oscar finally. Deservedly.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But man, that really
didn't make it easy.
No, and you should hear her talk. Oh man, you should hear her talk about it. She's quoted in this
still
book.
Alive.
Oh yeah. She's awesome, man. She's something else. I would love to hang out with her for a while. Okay, a movie I went to see the other day. I had so much fun. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour. It's her concert movie directed by James Cameron, although James Cameron is on screen saying, this should say directed by Billie Eilish, and then in really tiny letters, James Cameron underneath, because he was getting all her ideas, and she was having so much fun. It was so much fun. Her music, I love her music.
Yeah.
But what I really, really loved was what the fans. Almost all, I mean, not all, but mostly young women who were so emotional. They were just so, I mean, they have such a connection to this woman. And it was so touching. And there were some kids in the audience at the theater too that were like, there were girls crying, it was really, they got emotional. It was beautiful. And it made me realize how important she is to these people, to these young people. It's just really, it was really beautiful. And she is so fun. I just love her.
Yeah.
She's just, and she has such a good head on her shoulders for someone so young. And she's in front of these thousands of adoring fans, and yet she still is like normal. I don't know how you do that, I thought it was really, really good. But like I said, to me, I love her music, but more than the music, seeing her connection with the fans was really, really fascinating and beautiful. Nice. It was really nice. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Well, let's move on, or let's move back. Let's move back to 1967.
Okay.
I was 7 years old.
60s.
Yes. We're back in the 60s, baby. And we're going with the movie directed by James Clavell, To Sir with Love. Let's get into it.
Those schoolgirl days of telling tales and biting nails are gone.
Meg?
Yeah.
These kids are a special breed.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Dare.
Yeah.
Young and wild.
Potter.
Not quite adults.
Potter. Yeah.
They're as in as Carnaby Street. As hard as the streets of London. As touching as a 16-year-old who knows all the answers.
You're not in trouble, are you?
No, sir. Nowadays, that's only for fools, isn't it? If you wanted the sky, I would ride across the sky in letters. That's what the soul of the feet high. To serve with love.
From 1967, To Sir with Love. Directed by James Clavell. Here is, it stars. Okay, let's talk about the stars, man. Sidney Poitier. That's all the name you got to say. Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, I know.
Boom. Lilies of the Field. Guess who's coming to dinner? In the Heat of the Night. This man will always be a shining star. He's just amazing.
Yeah. He's been doing it for a long time, too.
Yeah, man.
Across many decades.
Yeah, amazing. It also stars Judy Geeson as one of the students. She was in The Eagle Has Landed. She was in the Rob Zombie movie, The Lords of Salem. I forgot about that. But yeah, she was in that. And then a couple other people in this movie. Susie Kendall plays another teacher. Susie Kendall, Keith, was in, do you remember the movie The Bird with the Crystal Plumage?
Yeah.
She played the girlfriend in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
She's been in a couple. She was also in a movie called Torso that is really a good an old Italian slasher. It's really good.
That sounds like fun.
Love Susie Kendall. And also this movie stars Lulu. I love Lulu so much.
Who's Lulu?
Lulu
she's the one that sings the song.
Yes, she's the one who sang To Serve with Love.
She's also Babs.
Babs, yeah.
Babs. Babs in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
She's terrific. She's absolutely fabulous in Ab Fab.
And absolutely fabulous, yes.
Yeah. She played herself.
Where she plays Lulu.
Jay, but you forgot to also mention another thing with Judy Geeson. She was in that absolutely batshit crazy 80s horror movie Inseminoid.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my God. Yes, I have that movie. That movie is actually in my collection.
You have that movie,
accidentally.
of course. Of course he does.
I bought a British horror collection. It had 3 movies for 1 movie, and this movie came with it. And when I watched this movie, I was like, "Holy! Talk about batshit crazy!" Oh my god, that movie it's a ripoff of Aliens, but Alien, but it is really. I mean, it goes off the charts. It's just crazy.
And the cast in it, it's got these 80s soap opera. It's got.
Who was the one from the
Stephanie
nighttime?
Beacham.
Yes. Oh my God,
Stephanie Beacham, and also I think Steve Martin's wife, Veronica, or whatever her name is,
the blonde.
Yes, I was expecting a second to see Joan Collins in it, but then I find out that she did a 1970s horror movie with Joan Collins.
Joan Collins, yeah, you showed me that earlier.
I was like, oh my gosh,
I love it. Okay, so the IMDb summary. I love these. Sometimes they're good, and then sometimes they crack me up. Idealistic yet unemployed Black American engineering graduate Mark Thackeray takes on a temporary position teaching a group of rambunctious white high school students from London's East End slum neighborhood. Wait a minute, it said Black American. I don't think he's South American.
No, he's from British Guiana.
British Guiana. That's it. He's from British Guiana.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says right to IMDb and fix that.
They messed up here.
on Wikipedia, it says an immigrant to Britain from British Guiana.
There we go.
I hope I said it right.
That's right.
IMDb messed up, which means I messed up. So
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Blame IMDb.
That's right.
It's not you. It's
misinformation.
It's their fault. So, James, what's your history with this movie? Do you remember when you first saw it?
I think I actually remember seeing this movie in one of my schools back then. I think it was so long ago, and I ended up seeing it again. I remember seeing the relatively forgettable sequel that happened.
It was a TV movie. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Okay. Yeah. And it was funny. I decided it was on TV again recently while I was ironing my clothes, and I was like, oh gosh. And so I videoed, I showed Jay this video of while the song was going on. I did a close-up of Franklin right there. He couldn't have been any more uninterested or anything. I was like, okay.
No, not feeling it.
But I really like going into the filmography of Sidney Portier. It's just one of those that, I think recently after Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar, and after seeing him looking at that picture of him when Sidney Portier won the Oscar with Anne Bancroft presenting. So just going back and seeing that, and seeing all that, it was a really good year for Sidney Portier that year. I think that was, if I remember correctly, he had To Sir with Love come out, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and In the Heat of the Night.
Yes, all 3 big movies.
In one year? Wow.
Yes. And they were the people that made the movie could not it's like, why is this movie doing so well in America? They couldn't get it. And what they did, so they actually asked audience people, they started polling the audience, and they got one answer: Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
He was the reason they were there. Now, once they were there, they loved the movie, but he's the one who brought them in,
Well, he was kind of the main reason to see it, besides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Keith, had you ever heard of this movie? Or
oh wow, let me think back. How long has it been?
Because this is way before your time.
I think it was right around episode 249 at the end when you said I had to watch it for this episode. And that's the first time hearing about this movie. So I've known about it for about 2 weeks.
So you've lived with it a long time, but you've never watched it.
It's been in my heart for a long time.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so Mark Thackeray, an immigrant to Britain from British Guiana, there it is.
There you go.
Has been unable to obtain an engineering position despite his he's been looking for a job for a year and a half. He accepts a teaching post for class 12 at North Quay Secondary School in the East End of London. And it's like an interim position. He's got no teaching experience, but they're desperate. They need somebody. And of course, nowadays this would be odd. You would have to be certified to get this job. But anyway,
well, yeah, most likely.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Right? It seems like they were pretty desperate because they couldn't hold a teacher in this particular position due to the challenges that we will soon become accustomed to seeing. Yep.
So these pupils have been kicked out of other schools. They've been rejected. And he is a replacement for a teacher called Mr. Hackman, who left the school abruptly on the very same day that Thackeray got there. According to another teacher, Mr. Weston, Hackman left because of the unruly behavior of the pupils in his class. These kids are... Back then, they were considered really bad. Of course, nowadays, a teacher would laugh, say, "You think these kids are bad? Really? Okay." But Keith, you know,
all too well, unfortunately. Yeah.
So the pupils in Thackeray's class, led by Bert Denham and Pamela Dare, they're bad. Their antics, they go from vandalism to distasteful pranks. I love the thing. Oh God. Okay, he walks in. He's just trying. Okay, I'm trying to be your teacher. Oh, let's all do this. And they're like, "You don't know what you just walked into, bud." And they start letting him have it. The thing that really gets him is okay. He's calm pretty much through all this, but the thing that really gets him when he discovers something being burned in the classroom stove. Now, when I was a kid...
that's what that was. I was trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, see, when I was a kid, when I first saw this, I think I saw it when I was 8. I think I saw it like the year after it came out, I want to say. I had no idea what that was.
Oh, okay.
But then
I still don't. I don't think I know.
It's a sanitary napkin.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a sanitary napkin.
Okay, that's why he was making those comments about the females.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
and I didn't get it when I was a kid, but then when I was probably a young teenager when I saw it. Like I'm going to say like 14 or something when I finally saw it again, and I was like, oh, that's why. Then I got it. That's why he made all the boys go out of the room and he was yelling at the girls. Okay. Now, this today. Him using the word slut the way he did would not go over. Let's say it. Yeah. There are certain moments in this movie that they just couldn't do today. And they wouldn't do today. They wouldn't, they wouldn't be able to get away with it.
Right.
But it's so funny that apparently, Keith, a lot of people didn't get it. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on there.
I don't feel
you're not
bad.
alone.
They didn't make it really quite that clear either.
Well,
I knew
that studio was afraid to.
I can understand why.
They thought
but
that
they
was
could
going
have shown
too far back then.
Like as he's walking up the stairs or coming into the classroom, whatever. They could have shown the girl pulling it out of the package or something. I don't know, but maybe they didn't want to make it that obvious for I don't know reasons.
And supposedly she didn't pull it out of the package, Keith.
Oh no!
And this is the 1960s, so it's not. I mean, there's not quite the liberties yet.
No, not quite. That doesn't come till the 70s. Yeah. So he orders all the boys out of the classroom, and he reprimands all the girls, either for being responsible or just passively just letting it happen. And for what he says is their slutty behavior. And then he's mad at himself. He's like, why do I let this happen? Mm-hmm. So then, and he's talking to one of the teachers and he says, these kids, wait a minute. They're about to be out in the world. Mm-hmm. And it suddenly hits him. I'm going about this the wrong way. I'm teaching them as children. I need to teach them as adults.
Correct.
So he changes his approach and informs them that we're not using these textbooks anymore. It's a very symbolic gesture. He drops all the books in the garbage.
Well, I think it really the students responded quite well because I think for the first time they felt challenged and accepted for the people they were trying to become.
I think they felt seen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like, this. I'm seeing where you're headed. You need this,
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they realize, okay, this guy, instead of just trying to earn his pay, he's actually trying to help us.
Right. Exactly.
Do you think that was kind of also when Pamela earlier intentionally dropped the books? I felt like there was something that.
Oh yeah.
he was
that's a callback.
kind of,
That's a callback to that. Definitely. It's like, okay, your books. Okay, here's what I'm doing with the books too. Boom. How do you like that? And so until the end of the term, he will treat them as adults and expects them to behave as such. He declares that they will address him as Sir or Mr. Thackeray. The girls will be addressed as Miss, and the boys by their surnames. They are also allowed to discuss any issue they wish. He's willing to talk about anything, he says. And he gradually wins them over, except for Denham. Denham is constantly baiting him and pushing and putting that fight out there. So Thackeray arranges a class trip to the Victoria and Albert Museum and the Natural History Museum in South Kensington. This scene, the producers sought out permission from the British Museum for the outing sequence, and they were denied just a few days before they filmed it. Although they said, okay, you can take pictures, but you can't film, but you can take some pictures.
Oh.
Well, the photographers, their names are Laura Ridley and Dennis Stone. They were given a free hand, followed the cast throughout the museum, and it ended up being better than any film could have been. Right. That montage of those photos and the music.
That was good.
It's poetic. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, they did a good job with it.
Yeah, and I love the kids, mimicking the statues. Yeah, they found kids who had like the same shaped nose and kind of stuff. Yeah. It was so fun. It's a wonderful sequence. I rewound and watched that again when I was watching it. It's just I love that sequence so much. So he does lose some support there afterward, though, later. Although the students are really, getting on his side. They're really
You're right. Yeah. But what do you mean, though, that it caused?
Well, there's that scene between Potter, the student, and the gym teacher, Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And then Thackeray's like, no, you need to apologize to him. And the kids are like, how dare you? I was like, I'm not saying that man is good. I'm saying, how are you going to respond as an adult to this situation? And I just and so he says, you got to apologize to Bell, even if you think he was wrong. You still need to apologize to him to be a man. This is So they're going to have this dance at the end of the school year, and they're like, oh, we refuse. We're not going to have Thackeray there. We don't want him there. And then there's a mixed race student. His name is Seals. And his white English mother dies, and the class takes up a collection for a wreath, but they won't take Thackeray's donation. No, we don't need your money. And then they're like, oh, we can't deliver the wreath in person to his house because the neighbors will gossip because you went to a colored house. And they were like, sorry,
seriously?
Mr. It's just. So the headmaster tells Thackeray that the adult approach, it's failed, and all the future outings are canceled. Nothing's working, so never mind. So he is stuck now teaching the boys' gym classes until the headmaster can find a new permanent gym teacher. God, talk about a nightmare. That to me is like the most nightmare. In fact,
Jay,
I had trouble sleeping. Coach. Just kill me now, okay? Meanwhile, Thackeray receives an engineering job offer in the Post. This is what he's been waiting for. I can get out of this damn place and go be an engineer.
Check it out.
Done.
So meanwhile, Pamela's mother asked Thackeray to talk to her daughter about her behavior. She's staying out late and she's being naughty. I'm worried about her. And this annoys Pamela, who Thackeray thinks, oh, okay, she's infatuated with me. And I believe she was.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she's definitely.
You could tell, the way she approached him after the kids had left, and she's like, "I'll tidy up your desk for you.
I'll do it every day." Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Teacher's pet.
It was.
Yeah. Oh,
well, even some of the other teachers had picked up on it too.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's obvious. Yeah.
and he was very professional about it. Even asked some advice from some of the other teachers too to kind of get an idea. How should I handle this? But just don't engage. That's the way you do.
Right. Okay, so now we get to the boxing thing. During a gym class, Denham, the student that will not get on his side no matter what, he challenges Thackeray to a boxing match. And Thackeray's like, no, okay, because everybody's like, yeah. I say, okay, well, and I, even as a kid, I'm like, this kid's gonna get it. It's like,
not well,
dumbass.
That could never happen too. Like, okay, the teacher now has like free reign to like hit a student. Okay,
yeah,
right.
It's like, dude, you were so asking for it. So Denham, he delivers all these harmless blows. He's like, oh no, but then it comes to an abrupt end when Thackeray's one punch in Denham's stomach, in his solar plexus, is where he got him. And Denham is doubled over in pain. And I was like, oh man, and I mean, he's trying to be mad, but oh no, I can't. It hurts too much. So Thackeray attends to Denham, and then he gets out of the gym unhurt, and all the guys are like, "What just happened?" They thought they just knew Denham was going to beat the hell out of him, So Thackeray compliments Denham's ability. He's like, Denham's like, "How did you do it?" It's like, well, I didn't want to overdo it, so I just, and how many times did you hit me? Just once. Like, really? So,
but it definitely got
Denham on his side finally.
The toughest kid, and found a way.
And Thackeray, told him, "Hey, you're good. Do you want to teach the younger pupils next year? I'll get you a job." And Denham's like, "What?"
He had probably never heard an opportunity.
I don't think he's ever been treated
from
like
a person of power.
Like that.
Right, and it caught him off guard too. He didn't know how to respond.
Thackeray spoke to him as an equal, and I think it really hit him, in a good way, hit him in a good way.
That hard personality really was just kind of a cover up.
Oh yeah.
If anything, that punch was kind of like was kind of symbolic because
the barrier breaker.
It was the breakthrough. It was almost like the hard exterior that he had, and then all of a sudden he got him right in the soft area. Yeah. And then
I like that. Also, he didn't have any future. He has no idea what he's doing in a couple of weeks after he graduates. And for someone like to give him an opportunity like that, I think was opening his mind to like, hey, maybe there is a positive future for me after all.
So the next day, when Denham comes into class, he's, instead of being his usual slouchy self, he is all sharply dressed and groomed, and telling the other students are thinking, oh, we're still mad at him, and he's like, oh no, you need to be respectful, and they're like, what is going on?
Who is this guy?
So they're all back on Thackeray's side again, and they invite him to the dance. So, and later, oh my gosh. Okay, the scene where Seal's mother's funeral, where he walks around the corner and all this. Okay, I got to tell y'all, even as a kid and even now, that scene brings tears to my eyes. Yeah. Way they, I'm sorry. Wow, I don't know why it gets me so much. The looks in their eyes is so loving and respectful. It just gets me every time.
Yeah.
So, okay. So he finds that his lectures on personal choice and responsibility, it seems like, they're listening. They're actually listening to me, Sorry, man. That scene gets me.
Well, they're also super engaged in the conversations because it's about things that they're actually genuinely curious about. And they want to know. And these are things that they're going to need to know to be successful human beings moving forward that they don't know anything about. Like, I wish that we would have had more classes like this in high school myself.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. More stuff about the real world.
Right. To prepare you for things that you're actually going to have to deal with.
Absolutely. And Keith, I think I mentioned this on the last episode when we said we are going to do this. This movie planted the seed in me to become a teacher.
I kept thinking about that when you mentioned that as I was watching this movie, and I was like, I think every teacher should see this movie. I really do.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, we're speaking about this early, but
now, right? Of course, it was from 1967. So I mean, it's been 60 years. Yeah, it's been a while.
I know.
But still,
Jesus,
I know.
Don't remind me.
Almost 60.
I just turned 66, so it's like, yee.
And the classroom does look a lot different than it does now, but this is kind of like, this movie's like Dangerous Minds before it was Dangerous Minds. Kind of thing,
Yeah.
That kind
That's
of
good.
thing.
That's good.
That's a good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, so they Thackeray gets invited to the class dance. They all want him there. Okay, come on. And later, well, we already talked about that. The entire class attended the funeral. So at the dance, Pamela already said before, and she said, "Will you dance? Will you please dance with me?" He said, "Yes." And she says, "Will you call me Pamela?" And he says, "Yes, Pamela."
All right, so
yes,
Pamela. I'm thinking she's planning to do some kind of public spectacle to put him in a really awkward position.
When I saw, even as the kid, the first time I saw this, I'm like,
she's planning something.
Well, I'm watching with my parents, and I'm asking my mom, "Is he going to kiss her?" And mom laughs. She goes, "No, Jay, trust me, he's not going to kiss her. Just watch."
Okay.
Just watch, Jay.
All right, I was worried.
I don't think Sidney Portier would even allow that in.
See, I was going to say, I know my mother is thinking Sidney Portier wouldn't do that. So, so they say, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's the lady's choice," but they don't say ladies' choice. They say the lady's choice. The lady, it's her choice. So, and they dance, and the dance is adorable because he starts off all awkward, and then he starts really getting into, starts moving, and they're all like, It's really
it's very innocent. It was lots more innocent than I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
Which I liked. I liked that they ended it on a nice, clean, good tone. It left a good taste.
Then after that, the class presents to Thackeray a little present to remember us by. And while Lulu sings to Sir with love, and this always made this scene is lovely, but it doesn't make me cry like that other scene. Just the funeral thing just gets me. But this is so sweet and lovely when she's singing, and the cute little shy girl walks up with the present, and smiles at him. She's so cute, and he has to leave. He's getting overcome. He has to leave.
He's getting verklempt.
Yeah, exactly. He's too moved. He has to retire to his classroom, and so he goes in there and he opens his gift, and it's a little like a loving cup, like
a sterling silver cup, kind of mug.
Yeah, and it's
Stein.
lovely.
I think almost like a Stein.
Yes, it's a Stein, and I bet it's probably engraved or something.
I think so.
But this young couple, these two kids, boy and girl, come in, and they're rude. They're almost comically rude and over the top. Right. But they mock Thackeray's gift, that silver tankard. And it's inscribed to Sir with love, of course. And they're like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm in your class next year." Ha ha ha! And they leave. And as they leave, he stands up and he's got his engineering job offer letter. And he just, as James is, if you could see it, James just demonstrated, he rips it in half, reconciled to the
biggest
work he
mistake
has
of his life.
Yes.
Biggest mistake of his life.
Then he takes a flower from the vase in his desk, puts it in his lapel, and he leaves. It's like,
good ending.
I'm coming back.
It was great.
Coming back. Ending. So this was based on the semi-autobiographical novel by E.R. Braithwaite and his experiences teaching in a tough secondary school. He taught in the 50s in East London, and it may not have been entirely accurate because, as it turned, after the film was released, several former pupils of Braithwaite's they claimed that he was really. To quote one of them, pardon me, an asshole.
Cool.
Yeah, he was. He used corporal punishment in his class often. Far from the sympathetic and likable character that Sidney Portier played. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. Sidney Poitier's deal for the picture was a flat fee of $30,000 plus 10% of the box office gross. Now, this was back when people were just beginning. People were just beginning to do this. He eventually earned the equivalent of $45 million from this movie because it did so well.
Wow.
But one movie.
Smart.
Wow. I know. The South African Publications Control Board, known as the SAPCB, they banned the film completely. They banned it, claiming it was, quote, offensive to see a black male teaching a class of white children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking about offensive, that statement itself is just
surprisingly
terrible.
The song that was a huge international hit performed by Lulu was not nominated for Best Original Song for the Oscars or the Golden Globes. The Oscar went to, oh, James, get this. The Oscar went to Talk to the Animals from Dr. Dolittle. Another example of the Oscars doing a great job.
Wow. Let's go. No, you keep referring to her as Lulu. Did they refer to her as Lulu? I only
No.
know her as Babs.
Her name is Well, her real name is Lulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
See, you wouldn't know this.
Okay. Her real name in real life is Lulu. Gotcha.
She was Lulu, like Cher.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
Lulu.
Right.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Yeah.
Lulu was born Marie McDonald McLaughlin
There you go.
Lowry.
There
you
you
can see
go.
why she went with Lulu. It's a little easier.
And this song was huge, Keith. My dad had the 45, and I played that thing until I wore it out. He let me keep it, so I put it in my collection. And that song, I played that song until until I got rid of my record player in my 20s, I guess, whenever I got the blue, the CD player. Judy Geeson and Lulu, James, you talked about this. They were reunited with Sidney Poitier in the television sequel to Sir with Love in 1996. It was directed by Peter Bogdanovich. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I was like, what? I didn't even know he did that.
No, I do know that both Judy Geeson and Lulu, they were both like 17 and 18 years old when they filmed. So they were actually
they were really kids. In fact, almost all the actors who portrayed kids were kids, which made it really extra believable, instead of 30-year-olds. Yes, I'm 18.
The sequel from 96 looks good. It says, after 30 years of teaching in London, Thackeray retires and returns to Chicago, where the kids in the inner city school Chicago proved to be too much to resist. I bet that sounds interesting to me, because
it might actually be good.
It's
Sidney Poitier. How could it be too bad?
Oh, right. And he's clearly older. I know it's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that man is so classy, man.
I don't think, and I think
class.
you mentioned this earlier, I don't think the students weren't that bad. I mean, if you've taught in any...
Keith, you're looking at it from today's viewpoint. Back then, these kids were looked at as
in the late 60s, I can understand. But
it was like,
that's your typical classroom you'll find anywhere in the world.
That was nothing.
Time, right?
Nothing. I mean, I had second graders worse than these kids, but
my second graders were burning their sanitary things all the time too. It's a common occurrence. Like, you just deal with it. You don't lose your cool. You just laugh it off.
Here, have another one. Throw that in.
Right.
My mom was a retired teacher. I don't know. I was one of those.
I don't know that.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
James, I didn't know your mom taught. Oh my gosh,
sweet.
How
All
fun.
right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at some critics' responses. Time magazine in 2010 said, even the weak moments are saved by Poitier, who invests his role with a subtle warmth. I agree with that. I like to include all different viewpoints. So Nathaniel Hood from the Retro Set in 2018 said, the film collapses under the weight of its own niceties. I think
this is coming from somebody that's criticizing it, talking about in 2018. So
yes, and it's probably like 20. So
yeah, I can understand.
I have no idea how old he is. I don't know. I'm sorry, that was Nathaniel. Kevin Mayer from the Times. This is in 2021. It's dated, yes, but Poitier remains magnetic throughout. I completely agree. The scores, IMDb, it gets a 7.6. That's pretty good for IMDb.
That's very good.
Rotten Tomatoes, 90%.
Okay.
Tomato meter, 88%. So I'm not a man of the people, but I'm close. I'm a man of the critics again, but it's close. It's close.
It's pretty close, sure.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, the tomato meter is 90. The popcorn meter is 88. I got it mixed up there. So yeah, not bad. So Keith, James, I know you would recommend this movie. Keith, would you recommend this movie?
I think you already said I would, especially to teachers. It really does show what the power of a good teacher can do on troubled students. Yeah.
Isn't it really effective?
And it does. That is the truth. Yeah, it really does. I loved it. Yeah, really good movie. For sure.
Yeah. When James brought it up, I'm like, oh, James, that's a good, that's perfect, because I knew you would relate to this, from education, the education standpoint and all. And just the acting is so good. It's just really well done. Yeah. Okay, friends, you can find our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, YouTube, wherever you catch your podcasts, and wherever you catch your pods. Please subscribe to us and leave a rating. We'd appreciate it. So, Keith, our next episode, number 251, we're going back on our rabbit hole dive into A Star is
Born. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So now we're doing the second official A Star is Born film from 1954, directed by George Cukor, starring Judy Garland. I have to raise my hands in praise because I'm a gay man. It's Judy Garland. I have to do this.
Judy Garland, legend.
Judy. Yes, thank you, James.
There was
probably considered one of the biggest Oscar outrages also because that year Judy Garland, she was in her hospital bed. I think she just
to
Grace Kelly at Country Girl. Which
I like Grace Kelly, but I think she was better in Rear Window than she was in Country Girl.
If I remember correctly, Grace Kelly had quite a few movies out that year also. So maybe that kind of stayed fresh. I don't know why Judy Garland did not. I do think that basically the Hollywood machine was just unbelievably just nasty to her.
Yeah, I think they were over her. And she didn't bow down to them anymore. You know, she was she didn't do that, and they were like, we're over her. I really think that was a lot of it. It's really sad that we could do a whole podcast just on that. A 50-episode podcast on how Judy did not get the Oscar. The only one she ever won was a little honorary baby one. Remember, they gave her a little one when she was young. And she's like, "What?" You don't
think that Liza Minnelli, when she won her Oscar, that was also their way of also awarding Judy also?
Maybe a little bit, but Liza was damn good at Cabaret. I mean, Keith liked Cabaret a lot.
Yeah,
that's one of the musicals I've shared with him that he really liked.
There have been a few.
Well, there's been like Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh man, that one I love.
And you loved Meet Me in St. Louis, so you liked the classics too. I was so surprised. Keith didn't really. He wasn't big on Singing in the Rain. It was just not your cup of tea for some reason, and that surprised me because that movie. That's one of them. Like some people say, that's the best musical ever. I don't know if I can go that far. It's hard to pick the best musical ever, but a lot of people feel it is, and I was so surprised that you didn't like that. Well, I mean, you didn't hate it, but you were like, but you really liked Meet Me in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So, and I think part of it is that family dynamic in that movie is so sweet.
Sure.
And of course, Tootie, the little girl, she's hilarious. I love it when Judy Garland says, "I bit him," and Tootie goes, "I bit him too."
Do you think that musicals just sometimes are, especially Broadway musicals, sometimes are really just, you have to find the right tone and just have to find the right moment? Because I've seen plenty of movies.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Any movie you're making, you got to find the right tone, and so many times when they take a Broadway musical and make it into a movie, many times it doesn't work. Well, a lot of Broadway plays don't work when they make them into movies also, but then some of them are transcendent. It just blows your mind.
Right.
Wicked was great on stage, but then you go see the movie and it's like, wow, wow. Wow. Okay. This is so much fun. And James, what was the movie we talked about earlier that we got to, Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal.
Oh, okay. Putting it on the list. Okay. And you'll come back to that, right?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that I have still it's one of those that I actually bought on YouTube. So
I have the DVD. So love it. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my God, it's going on the list. Okay, great. Okay, friends. Well, until episode 251, when we go back into the A Star is Born world, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino.
And we are thanking our good guest, James Huddleson. Thank you so much, James. Love you being here, and you'll be back soon. And until then,
James and Frankie.
That's right, James and Frankie.
Frank.
And everybody, keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.